Hello everybody and welcome to another video. It's me, Dave Oliega, and today we're going to be doing a video on a Fastfetch utility that I found on GitHub that allows us to take the original ASCII art that comes with the Fastfetch command from this static image into one that rotates around. You can see in this little demonstration the Gen 2 ASCII art, it starts rotating like that. That's going to be the main goal today, and we're also going to make a couple of modifications, so yeah, get ready for it. First thing that we're going to want to do is that we're going to want to change our repository into the projects one that I've created. You can change directories into whatever you want, but this is where I want to store the make files for the application or the program. I'm going to change my over here on the GitHub repo over to fetch.c, which is where the code is located. Right click on code and copy the link so that we can git clone and then paste in the URL so that we can make the file. If we list out, we can see that fetch is now here, but we're not going to run it yet. Instead, we're going to make the package. Scroll down here, we have a couple of building. So first off, start actually compiling the package. Oh, shoot. Whenever you do this, you have to change your directory into the one that you've just got from Git. And I spelled it wrong. Then we can run make. And then we can say sudo make install so that it's a system-wide. So it'll run wherever we are currently in the system. And it's installed. We can now clear this out, and then we can run the fetch command. And we can now see that we have dynamic output as well as the rotating art that we want to have. Now, this art is based completely off the operating system that you have currently installed, so it'll automatically detect what distribution that you currently have. So for me, you can see that it is Arch Linux. Also see up here that I'm running the x86 variation for my AMD 64 processor. You'll also see your uptime as well as the amount of packages and the bash cell and whatever all that is, as well as a dynamic memory swap, disk space, and all of that. So let's say that I go over here on my browser and I open up multiple tabs. We can see that my memory usage starts climbing up. If I start opening up, for instance, YouTube on multiple tabs, we can also see that my memory starts dynamically rising as well, going from around 6 up to 7.59. And that would increase even more if I were to do something like watch videos on all of them. For disk space, you might start downloading things. Swap space, that would require you, I imagine, to start filling up your memory, and then it will go into the swap storage. Okay, so that is now finished, and we're going to do a couple of modifications. If you're already set this up, you should be good to go, but for those who are interested, we're going to continue for a little bit. Press any key to stop the program, and then we can go over to the GitHub repository and see what we can do. Now, it also has downloading for adding the repo to a Nix flake, or installing it from the Arch Linux AUR. But for me, I don't really need to do that if I can just use git clone, but that's just me in my opinion. So we can also test out, specify other types of operating system logos. So we can say fetch -l Debian. So this will basically do the same exact thing, but use a Debian logo, and that would apply for like the other 500 or so different logos that you want to use. Now, the next part that I want to do is that I want to change my directory into the .config so that I'll be able to use a custom logo, which I'll show you how to do. So I'm going to cd into .config. If there is a period before the file, the directory name, that means that it's hidden. So it won't appear if you were to open up a GUI file manager or so, unless you use the keybind Control plus H, which will reveal hidden files. I'm gonna make a directory fetch, then cd into fetch. Oh, that was stupid because it doesn't exist yet, so why would I try to cd into it? Oh. Shoot. I already have one. My bad. If you didn't, you would have to make it. I'm an idiot. Yeah. This is where we'll add the text file for the custom logo that we want to make. So let's use a text editor called Nano. You can use whatever you want, like Vim or V or whatever, but I personally use Nano. It's just the easiest one you can use. It's usually included with any distribution. And we're going to call it teabag.txt. And then we're going to navigate over to a website like ASCIIart.eu so that we can pick out a teabag, copy it, and then paste it into this file. Now use the keybind Control plus O, Enter, and Control X, and we should be good to go. So now, whenever we use fetch, we can see we can use basically the same format of command as fetch -l arch, but instead we can reference teabag.txt, and we can now have our custom logo. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you're interested in supporting the channel, you can like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. As well as if you have any comments or any other suggestions for what I should do next, I'm always up for that type of thing. But this was a cool little project I saw while riding on a bus to South Carolina for a band trip, and I thought it'd be cool. Yeah, have a good day.
Bye bye.